Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. This week I'll be bringing you another weekly VHS rewind with the film The Abyss. That's right, from James Cameron. I bought this used, again, a 99-cent movie I probably got on sale. Again, I don't know why I knew I'd pay more than $1 for VHS, but it's skyrocketing now, it seems. But I guess somebody drew on this. I guess whoever owned it, or I guess it was however they were selling it. They marked the $6 price tag on it. But this is from James Cameron. I've never seen this movie. I know, shame on me. But again, I'm trying to bring you movies that I have never seen, so I can give like more of a first impression kind of reaction, based on maybe what I've heard or just what I don't know about the movie. I know this is James Cameron. There's a lot of talk about this movie finally coming out on a different format. I think it got a DVD release. I don't think it got a Blu-ray release, and I think everyone was like talking about it needs to get a 4K release, it needs a new release. They've released it digitally. I haven't bought it yet. I'm waiting for the 4K release, but I've had this for a little while, and again, I've not seen it. It kind of reminds me a little bit, just from what I can tell of it, kind of like Leviathan, but it's probably nothing like that. I've seen the still where it looks like the T-1000 kind of face, like maybe like an early model of like an idea of the T-1000. It has nothing to do with Terminator, but I've seen a still that kind of looks like a liquefied face coming out of somewhere. But yeah, James Cameron, The Abyss. Gonna see how it goes. I hope everyone out there is doing well. I know I am. I've never seen a Fox label like this, and it's very pristine. Just very pristine and just very straightforward. But yes, go ahead and get into this. Like, it looks like it's just recorded on just a plain jet. Like, maybe somebody like bootlegged this. Maybe this is a bootleg, but I don't think so. But I'm going to get into it. Anyway, hope everyone's doing well out there. I am going to be getting, I think this is like 2.5 hours, 2 hours, something like that. Long. It's 140 minutes, so a little over 2 hours. 2 hours, 10 minutes. So, or 2 hours, 20 minutes. So almost 2.5 hours. Cats are going berserk out there. I just gave them treats. Hopefully I don't hear that again. But I'm going to get into this. Previews are starting, and I will see y'all afterward for the rewind. Bye. Alright, and I am back. So, The Abyss, how was it? Great. It turned out differently than I had anticipated. So, like, the ending was definitely... I don't want to go into that right now. Real quick, I didn't know Ed Harris was in this. I probably should have, because his name is right there on the box. But also, I had recently been watching Schitt's Creek, and the character Roland Schitt, played by Chris Elliott, is in this film. Plays a bit of a smaller role. And then Ken Jenkins, who plays Dr. Bob Kelso from Scrubs, is also in this film. Yet another smaller role. But he's... that like this and Scrubs is the only thing I can remember him from. I'm sure there are other things. Maybe I've even seen it and just don't remember. But Chris Elliott's been in a lot of stuff. Ed Harris, bunch of stuff. I got a couple movies over here that have him in it. That I have that I need to watch. It's on the need to watch list. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this movie, hit that rewind, and talk about it. So the film starts out with an underwater, a submarine. They're all underwater. Things happen, their equipment goes haywire, and they end up running into the side of this underwater cliff. It crashes, and then the U.S. Navy has to, come in and see what they can recover. They commandeer this oil rig, this underwater oil rig, and hire on the people on the rig to help out with their mission. While they're down there, of course, there's that one Navy SEAL that is gone haywire. When I first saw him, I was just like, I guarantee this guy's going to go nuts. He has a gun hidden somewhere, and he's going to ruin everything for everyone. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, there were other things that happened along the way, but he didn't help it in the least bit. He had a couple of guys with him, one of which was also not very helpful initially. First off, they had so many guns for an underwater mission, but, there's always that threat of Russia or some other country. I believe it was Russia in this film that they were concerned about. At one point in time, there was a joke about underwater Russian water tentacle that I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, definitely had an ending that I didn't see coming. I don't want to spoil that for you. I don't want to spoil what they find under the ocean, but this is very much a film. I'm sure it would have cost a whole lot more to make a film that was about space mining or something like that, and there are aliens and all sorts of such things. But yeah, pretty good movie. I'm gonna pick it up on 4K when it comes out. It should come out in March, I believe, on 4K, so I will pick this up on that. And then also, and I'll probably be doing this one next week, if I can remember. But I'm kind of wanting to keep a James Cameron theme going on. So I have True Lies right here. I haven't seen this one in years. I remember I was with my friend Nate the last time I watched it. I don't care about action movies and such, and he had me watch it, and it has Tia Carrere in it. That's pretty much all I remember. That and the sexy dance that Jamie Lee Curtis does, but only because it feels very awkward. Jamie Lee Curtis, watching that is, to me anyway, I'm sure other people love it, but to me it feels like I'm watching my aunt do like a weird sexy dance, and nobody wants to watch their aunt do a weird sexy dance. But yeah, I'll probably do this one coming up here soon. But this month I kind of want to focus on some Jim Cameron stuff. So I'm gonna watch this. I know I have the widescreen version of Titanic. So I haven't seen Titanic in I couldn't tell you how long. But I should probably watch that. And I know that recently came out in 4K, so I'll probably be buying all three movies on 4K and just upgrading all three. So yeah, The Abyss. It was pretty good. I look forward to watching it again. Definitely nothing like Leviathan, other than the fact that they're in the ocean. And, I guess there is something that crashed or something that happened underneath the water that they go explore. But outside of that, it's not this, weird zombie kind of movie thing. I will say, I almost got very upset because you get introduced to this one character who has a pet rat. And I thought that, a number of times the rat was going to die. And you really kind of take on the feels for the rat. It's just a pet rat. And yeah, so... but yeah, to that, I honestly don't know what I would be. I'm sure the anxiety and fear would be great on both sides of the spectrum there, but I don't know what would be scarier, being sort of trapped leagues below the great abyss there, or trapped in outer space. I think both suck, and both you're more or less going to die if trapped. So, they both have their, if you manage to get out of whatever underwater vessel you're in, if you're not crushed by the pressure of the ocean, you're going to die on the way up, out from the ocean. If you could, I don't even think anyone could hold their breath that long. But I think just that pressure difference would mess you all up. I know there's something called the bends that gets you real dizzy, and I guess you pass out or something like that. It happens to some scuba divers or something, but yeah, and then space, you would just float around, freeze to death. There's no falling to earth, and if you did, you'd burn up in the atmosphere. Probably. I don't know. But anyway, it's getting kind of late. I'm gonna, turn all this off, put all this together at some point in time, and I'm gonna go to bed. So I had the cats with me. Both cats were fighting for my affection. Well, not really fighting, but one would be resting on my chest while I was kicked back watching the movie, and the other cat would be sitting and staring at me like, what am I, chopped liver? So, they were off licking each other's faces a second ago, so they're all cuddles and friends again. But yeah, I'm gonna put this away and go to bed. So, if anyone out there has seen The Abyss, what did you think about it? Did you get to the end and go, I did not expect that? Or did you hate it? Did you love it? I don't know. Tell me what you thought about it. And we'll go from there. But as always, thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye.